right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And some space here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone.
That's crazy.
Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jags have taken the early lead. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now.
So much out of whack.
Playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw here. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
After the interception, here's Darnold throwing the outlet incomplete. That's Thomas. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, it's Darnold. It's caught. Stills, right side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jalen Marshall.
On, bro. What are you doing? Catch. Why are you running away from the ball, though?
And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and get loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Hut. Hut.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Take it at the 37. A big kick that time,
running back the other day like a grown-ass man.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
You said what?
Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Darnold. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. A big play there on the catch.
Come on, bro. Somebody got to beat it.
Yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold being chased out.
Oh, come on, bro. You got to smack
him.
him.
Down this time at the 5-yard line.
You got to smack him.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I would much rather
he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Darnold. Forced out to his left. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Richard Rodgers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
My boy Richard Rodgers. Oh, sorry.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that zero
That
off the
shit was
board.
weird.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, damn. I thought he was going to get off of that
40 to
shit.
42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
He was there,
He's
but
got
you
a
know.
first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And Josh Hill has it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's
Come
called upon,
on,
usually
bro.
gets it done.
Hold your
And
block.
that
That's
play
all I
got
have.
absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running
Come
back.
on,
Complete.
bro. Make that
And
move. That's all you got to do is make that
before
move.
he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And you look like you
Back with
already
Charles
got there
Davis. I'm
before he
Brandon
got
Gaudin.
there.
The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And they'll go on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was
Damn, bro.
planted in
Can
the
you block
backfield.
somebody,
They'll
Cup?
wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go! One, none! One, none! Hut! Hut!
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looks for White, but it's intercepted.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. I threw that shit high and
That's
everything.
now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his
That
linebacker
man better
position.
be.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking
I
up
don't even know who the
man-to-man?
fuck
Is he
on
having
my
to run
team
with a
no more.
running back or a tight end?
They
In any
stimulate my
event,
shit so
great
much.
eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those
What
hands.
the fuck is he
He'll be
doing?
out right
Happening?
at the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones
Watching
and a
him run
first
and
down.
shit.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred,
Feel that,
everything.
nigga. If you
Find
got
him,
to, you
cover
should.
him.
Why
But
not?
sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Leopard!
Darnold on third down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes it down
no
deep
fucking
into enemy
DBs.
territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gone!
Now it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught.
How?
Touchdown.
How is he that wide open
Jacksonville.
and everybody else guarding on the
In
other
for the
side?
score. And the Jaguars
Oh, y'all
add
go to the
6
bench.
to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Whatever you need to do to get to a field, couple field, because you playing like trash right now, young man. I know it ain't your fault. I ain't been able to play my game yet.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now back to throw. He hits White, complete. And they get him down, but not
no
before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
Man, what if you patient?
36 yards.
I don't know what you thought his big fat white ass was
that
going to
ability,
do,
that agility to dance outside the pocket, complete the deep
That's the
ball.
motherfucker that said I ain't give him enough money and offered him 3 years, $15 million.
Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, You're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, good snap. That was wide. And you got that. They cheat. He ain't even got two hands.
There to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
I know it.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh.
And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to
how I
seeing
complete over 80%
someone's
of
over
my
80%.
passes
They're not going to
last
hold
week.
that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just
still
tells
lost,
me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is out of bounds.
Bro, if I
right
get some
around
time, bro, you be in trouble. I'm just saying that much. I can't get no time. I don't know what type of baby you got on there.
A golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Bro, who the fuck is...
Intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks
Oh,
it.
my God, bro.
Well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard
And this
line.
nigga... Yeah, you
So
see,
that
bro?
is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Yeah,
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
All right, my brother.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
I apologize.
Darnold from the gun. His throw incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. I got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. It's caught.
He caught that? You little... Who the fuck is that?
23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Darnold down to throw. Buying time to his left. On the left side, this is Stills. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back to throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. On the crossing route.
How, bro? You standing in your flat-footed, bro.
Play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Dance, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Going for the deep ball.
Are you fucking serious?
Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Bro, what the fuck is you doing?
Tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is,
and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
Come on, cuz. What was that? What the fuck is that?
Some space up to about the 25.
That shit was horrible.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front, they got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Bro, throw the fucking ball out in front of him. Let him run.
Bright side to that incompletion.
That's the rookie quarterback, buddy.
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
Oh, no, you're a rookie. This your
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
That's what it is.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Past the 20. And they will finally
I never need to play defense. He got 4 tackles.
down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
All right, now, look at 56.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. This will be caught.
That's crazy because I was right there for that shit.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. He's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Flush to his right. And that is
This nigga, I mean, come on, bro. They catch everything.
Kenny Stills, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now,
Like all my niggas is stuck in mud,
and
bro.
they're able
Like,
to get this
they
one
ain't running.
across
Let's
the
do this
35.
Why he moving
This
so
drive
fucking
starting
slow?
off on the right foot, 18 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
with 2 picks.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's.
Because they both went with that screen.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to
Tell
the
them I
10.
highly do appreciate that.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, bro, why did you not keep going?
13-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul.
I'm tired of this thinking this ass nigga touching me.
Sack number 6 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And now here's
again. That's a
picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in them so high that they believe that they have it and make plays for them in the game.
Talking until I popped in there.
That's being tested right here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's like, yeah, I know that nigga QB in here with Doughboy. I'm going to wait till he come in here. As soon as I popped in, hey, what's up, bro? You trying to play a game? Hell no, I'm about to quit that league. But little bro, he said, oh, it's my birthday, bro. Nigga, happy birthday. And you ain't getting shit up for me.
He'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Nothing. Hell no.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that. Taking it about the 36. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Yeah, I play football.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow. Yeah. Will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the outright.
I mean, nigga completing passes.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Used to have probably like 2 interceptions. The other 2 kind of just like, man, I don't want to fight for the ball today.
Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go play action here on 1st down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at
and
the
I'm going to change all the names of all the players. I changed the names
5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
My son looking shitty. Hut. Don't fuck with Hut.
He'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone.
No, you don't. Man, you greedy as shit. Don't you got enough?
Decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Hell no, you don't need no more. What you talking about? I'll be damned if I don't score at least 3 points. Fuck.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Y'all some hoes for not having my play, man. Y'all some big hoes.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. Over the middle,
Man,
and
yeah,
it's
fuck Luke
incomplete.
Kuechly.
The all-pro linebacker
Fuck
Luke
that,
Kuechly
bro.
right there on the coverage, stride for
really be
stride.
playing me on my
Another
quarterback
wayward
throwing, bro. I
pass.
put this
You know,
shit
things
high in
started
the
out
back of the
poorly in
end
this
zone.
game,
Like,
and
nah,
to be
cuz,
frank, they
we
just
got
really
you
haven't
over
gotten
here.
much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Nigga, bro, somebody.
He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he's brought down after a
Nobody
very
else on the
nice
field is
game.
gonna run after
That
this
good for
thing,
22 and a 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Darnold steps away to his left. And it's a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Keeps himself, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hell yeah, I'm going to call a timeout.
The Jaguars on 3rd down.
Don't worry, I wanted to be over like you wanted to be over.
This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5.
Let's go.
Excellent.
Shout out to my club.
Back there, 33
he ain't do none of that shit this season. I'm
will take
telling you.
over with a new set of downs.
Nigga play
The
wide
Browns
receiver,
offense trotting back onto the field.
Turn kick.
And they had 3 points last
think he
time,
turned like
but they
one
didn't
kick
want 3
return.
points because they were
Kick
well within range of
whole
scoring a
thing.
touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Hardison on the carry. He learned the hard way on the carry.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes it right side away. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
He's well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, come on, Cuddy. You got to catch that, Cuddy. Yeah, that ain't your hands, Cuddy.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly.
What the fuck?
My goodness, another interception.
Now go ahead and run that back.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. They find some open field here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I knew it was coming.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case.
He just totally kept running, though. Fuck out of here, bro. What the fuck is you running to?
This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end?
I'm trying to set a record if I lead this bitch.
Sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. And now before this first
That's
down,
a close call.
Just
for some shit to, you know, go wrong on the next fucking play.
Remaining on the clock.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, yeah, or drop the fucking ball. Okay, good drop. Good drop.
Incomplete.
Good drop.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
56. 57 now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Shift. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch Ohio! Mike 50. Flex round! Big stop, G.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big
yeah. Is that a pick? Is that a record?
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
Damn.
Eight.
Only
the
8,
last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's tied down. He's with the Lions at
I
that time.
was forcing that
To get
bitch
to
in the
8.
whole game.
Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
Yeah, he's just there to make the play.
No, it has not been good.
Come here.
Wide open receiver complete.
Yeah.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win.
Yeah, little bro, you're going to have to see me like tomorrow or something head-to-head because this is very disrespectful to my man reputation. It ain't never, ever been like this. It ain't going to never, ever be like this. So, yeah.
Things are working and clicking. They think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
Matter of fact, I don't forget shit. I don't forget shit. I'm going to need my get back, cuz.
So for the Jags,
game, bro.
they boost their record up to a strong...
Nah, don't lie. Don't lie to me. Don't you dare lie to me.